Fun tidal wave facts, number 781. You had an infinite number of monkeys play tidal wave. Infinite number of them would beat it on the first try. Good to know. I unfortunately did not ask.
What a silly dream. Mr. Krabs had to close the Krusty Krab. Like that'd ever happen. I have the feeling today will be like no other day. Now, I wonder where Gary is. I should probably walk him before I go to work.
Don't you?
You didn't think I was gonna leave for work without a quick game of fetch, did you, Gary? Now, come on, boy! Go long! Longer! Longer! What did you dig up outside, boy? There's something written on it. I think it says, Damger, Donut Alpine, Orelsi. I wonder what that means. Well, maybe we should see what's inside. Oh, don't be such a soggy sport, Gary. What harm can there be in just a little peek? Just what I always wanted, a muddy little bottle. Just think of all the fun we can have cleaning it. Here we go.
Arr! Who summons me from my endless slumber? I'll have your eyes for appetizers and your insides for dessert, for I am the Flying Dutchman.
Sorry about that. Just hop right back into your bottle and we'll bury you back out in the yard so you can...
Silence! I'll not return to that prison ever again. And what's this? You've gotten into my treasure, have you?
Bro, Matt Pat is retiring from Game Theory.
Now, what shall I do with ye lowly knaves who dared stir me up? Let me
I grew up on this game on the PS2 as well, so I've seen it like a lot.
In the case of accidental discovery and wanton disruption of my booty, the perpetrators must serve for an eternity
This is like
on my bloody
this movie and
Well, I ain't never been out to sea with a talking cheese block before.
Creature
But rules is rules, so
were
I'm
my
gonna
top
take you
3
with
play
me.
games as
Are
a
you
kid.
ready?
Hold on there, Mr. Dutchman, sir.
BFEB
Technically speaking,
and
it was not
LCP
me
were
who
kind of
found you.
there, but they
Gary's the
weren't
one who
like
dug
played
you
a
up.
whole lot.
Ooh, that's a relief.
I really didn't
This
play
little varmint
BFEB
looks
too
like
much
he can do 10
until
times the work. If he can survive my
Yes, I did beat the game, but then I didn't play it until
No,
I
not
turned
Gary.
like 10.
That's not what I meant. Take me, not him.
Was when I really started playing it
Too late.
again.
My decision is made. Now I've got to check on the treasure stashed back on my ship to make sure no one's been spreading that around. But I'll return shortly to pick up my new crewmate.
The thugs in
Say
this game, the
farewells
yellow one,
before I
gave me nightmares when I was 11.
Don't worry,
And I have a
Gary.
memory of playing
I'll
this
think
game
of
after I went
something,
disc
and
golfing
it'll
for the
be
one
the
and only
type
time
of
I've ever been
something
disc
that will
golfing.
save you. You can bet on it. Oh.
Back when I was 8. Pretty cool. Sucks that we had to play the PS2 version, but it is what it is. Why did I hold a message? When I was a kid, this game was actually pretty fun. Why'd it hold creeps for review? So weird. Also, by the way, this game came out the year I was born. It turned 21 years old about 3 months ago. Whenever I missed a coin, that's when I knew that was bad. Oh yeah, true that. I remember when I was a kid, I used to think like army, I need to stay away from it. So I was that like really innocent kid who I didn't really want to play anything new. So it was always SpongeBob and Mario growing up.
What a silly dream. Mr. Krabs had to close the Krusty Krab. Like that had ever
And it was kind of
happened.
like I knew all these games
I
existed,
have the
but I didn't
feeling
know anything
today will
about
be
them.
like no other day. Now, I wonder where Gary is. I should probably walk him before I go to work.
Also, for whatever reason, I used to think that like the handheld games were the same as the
You
console
didn't think I
ones.
was gonna leave for work without a quick game of
And
fetch,
so
did
I
you,
had
Gary? Now come on, boy. Go
whenever I first heard
on!
about BFB GBA,
Longer!
I thought it was the console
Longer!
version. Uh,
What did you dig up
thing
outside, boy?
is,
There's something written on
BFB
it.
GBA
I
isn't
think it
really
says,
that bad.
Damger, Donut Opin, Orelsi. I wonder what that means. Well, maybe we should see what's inside.
But it's really not that great either.
Oh, don't be such a soggy sport, Gary. What harm can there be in just a little peek? Just what I always wanted, a muddy little bottle. Just think of all the fun we can have cleaning it. Here we go.
Arr! Who summons me from my endless slumber? I'll have your eyes for appetizers and your insides for dessert.
I forget which
for
game
I
made
am
me
the
think
Flying
that,
Dutchman.
but I remember just
Sorry
thinking
about that.
it wasn't the same
Just
game if it
hop
was
right back into
GBA,
your bottle and we'll bury you
or
back
else it
out
was
in
the same
yard so
exact
you can-
game.
Silence!
So even though it was
I'll
named the
not
same thing, it
return to
was
that
like,
prison ever again.
this isn't
And
SpongeBob.
what's
This is like a
You've
knockoff.
gotten into my treasure, have you? Ooh, I hate it when someone messes with my doubloons. Now, what shall I do with ye lowly knaves who dared stir me up? Let me consult my rule book on ghostly doings. In the case of accidental discovery and wanton disruption of my booty, the perpetrators must serve for an eternity on my bloody crew.
Kind of sad though.
Well, I ain't never been out to sea with a talking cheese block before, but rules is rules, so I gotta take you with me. Are you ready?
Nicktoons Unite on
Hold
the
on there, Mr.
GBA
Dutchman,
is
sir.
like
Technically
terrible.
speaking, it was not me who
But
found
Nicktoons
you.
Unite on
Gary's the
console
one who
is
dug you
at
up.
least passable.
Ooh, that's all right.
The one on console,
This
or the
little
one on
varmint looks like he
GBA
can do
kind of
10 times
sucks.
the work, if he can survive my hypnotic spell.
I'm just looking over here at my game.
No, not Gary. That's not what I meant. Take me, not him.
Too late. My decision is made.
Everyone's
Now I get to
favorite
check on
game.
the treasure stashed back on my ship to make sure no one's been spreading that around. But I'll
Dutchman
return shortly to
PS2.
pick up my new crewmate. Say your farewells.
Spoilers,
before I
Dutchman PS2 is not inside the case.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll think of something, and it'll be the type of something that will save you. You can bet on it. Oh.
Also, kind of funny. BFB has the military hat on the case, but there's no military stuff in the game. I've heard the DS version's pretty good. I haven't heard it's like outstanding, but I haven't heard it's like bad. Unite console is pretty fun. When I was like really young. For license, I mean, you can definitely have worse with the license game, but you can definitely have better. I've seen with BFB, Hit and Run, some of these other like Scooby-Doo. There's definitely better, but there's definitely worse. And it's like, I understand why people hate Dutchman 2, because Dutchman's seen as like one of the worst SpongeBob games and like one of the worst licensed games out there. And it's like, I understand it, but it really isn't that bad. 'Cause at least like the platforming and the mechanics of the game are somewhat okay. And it doesn't make you go backtracking a million times to everywhere. It doesn't make you deal with any annoying mechanics. The mechanics in the game work great. Like, I don't know. It didn't have to have any extra padding to make the game longer. But the game does kind of look cursed. Like when you look at SpongeBob here versus SpongeBob anywhere else, he can kind of scare you. Yo, thanks for good luck. Yeah, it's been a while. Been playing a lot of this game. But I did see that you were getting your Linux setup finished. That's really good to hear. Getting everything ready to stream soon. It's alright though. At least you're gonna come back and play BFDB again or whatever you're gonna play. That's good to hear. $45. Yeah, fair enough. Dude, real life, especially whenever I have classes, real life is very busy. I basically have been playing this kind of stuff only on break for the past, like, 2 years now.
So this is downtown
Because I
Bikini
always
Bottom.
want to rest and
Who
play
will
different
ever find
games
Mr.
and not
Krabs
like
in such a
grind
huge
something.
place
But
where the streets never end and the buildings just go on and on and on.
fair.
Yoo-hoo! SpongeBob, over here!
What sucks too is that like BFB with all the UCB stuff now. Yikes. But yeah, 7:30 to 4. That's really rough. That's similar to what my dad works. He always complains about his day being gone when he gets home. And like, it's too early to do anything before he goes to work. Not very fun, from what I've heard. Because you just want to go home and you want to rest. You don't really want to like grind anything, or you don't want to go and do anything with people. You just want to like go home after work. That sucks. If you're making good money though, then eh. And at least you get weekends off. Casual gaming, yeah. I've been playing a bunch of the SpongeBob GBA games, seeing which ones are good and which ones aren't. I think I finished Atlantis, Creature, one other one. They're pretty okay. That's like the best part. That pays well. I mean, it's just living a different lifestyle. And even though like you kind of miss playing Bob, you miss gaming, it's kind of like the trade-off is that you're making more money and you're doing something else that you enjoy. I think that's probably a net positive if you're asking me, because like speedrunning mental health stuff kind of is eh. 4-day work week, just same hours 4 days a week. I know a bunch of places do like 10-hour 4-day work weeks. This is really good. That's I would imagine though that the 10-hour stuff really tires you out more. Even though you get 3 days a week off instead of 2, like, ugh. At least you're not working 12-hour work days. Like people in car factories. Sometimes they do 12 hours. This isn't gonna work, oh cats. This might not make it. Oh wait, I'm good. I'm safe. Yeah, 4 to 8 hour days. Eh. It all just depends on when you start and when you end. Because you can either start super early and have a lot of time at the end of the day, or start super late and have time at the beginning. I think working something like a 6 to 2 would be ideal. 'Cause even though you have to get up like super early, you basically got half your day. So forth. Yeah, but that's 10-hour work days. If you're doing like 8 hours, and you still have some time at the end of the day. It's not like you immediately have to go to bed. And if you get a third day off, then you get another day off that like most people are working. Because like most people do like the 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. So you could just have like Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and then that Friday when everyone's at work, you're just not. Which I guess where I live, that just means like the stores aren't as busy because it gets really busy and crowded on the weekends. Second. Yeah, exactly. That's a really big point to it. It's just like you have more time to yourself.
There's no better feeling than having a full stomach and me pockets loaded with money. And now for a nice long nap in the office. If it's a long nap you desire, then I can accommodate you. A customer! Well, step right inside. Place your order. You got the wrong idea, crustacean. Just look upon this little treasure.
You would actually be able to like improve at BFAB rather than feeling like right when you're improving again you have to quit because something happens. Which that's really huge for BFAB because uh skill ceiling.
Ooh.
Have you seen any of like the recent stuff where like we do the UCB in Rock Bottom and the one in, well, the ones in Sand Mountain Graveyard have been around, but yeah. I would think that yeah, that's perfect. So you don't go like a week without grinding and then you just get like all this big time once a week.
Oh, we've. Ow!
every time. What's always funny is whenever I come back after a long break, like I hadn't played BFB in probably 2 months, 3 months. I turned my Xbox on and the game just felt so good. I was like really good at the everything in it still. Kinda crazy. I need her to hit me soon. Hit me now. Hopefully this works. Please work. I'm gonna get hit early, aren't I? Okay, it actually worked. They tried to pass it. I could see that going through and actually becoming a thing. After the racetrack was being threatened to close down, the one that Pace is held at.
Hey, what you... Hey,
That worked? That's crazy. Go, go, get in. 10 seconds off best pace ever. That's insane.
I love visiting Sandy in her tree dome. Where else in Bikini Bottom can you worry about dying from all this air? That's strange. I don't feel as dry as I usually do, and I don't need my helmet at all. Oh, the ground in here is soaking wet.
SpongeBob! Get your squishy little body over here! Help!
I just want to get a decent segment here. I don't need anything crazy. I just want something that works. I would guess though that this best pace ever is going to stick around for a long time. That was actually like a really good segment that I had. How did I miss that? How did that miss? There we go. So this is gonna be like a 3. This is gonna tie the PB probably. Actually, we're gonna be behind it by like 6 seconds maybe. Okay. I don't know why, I guess 6 seconds randomly, but kinda cursed. Fair enough. That's actually pretty okay. Minus 21. I kind of just want to do nothing during this fight. After I get to like 15. I'm gonna do that.
Ow! 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 Ow!
This is a video game that exists where a boss fight is as easy as just taking damage. Something you should try to avoid in most boss fights. His work. This should work. It's gonna be kind of close if it didn't. Yeah, it worked. Now I need to not have a meltdown JF like I did in my like I did the last time I got this far. I had like the worst meltdown JF you can ever imagine. Nice.
Ah, there's nothing like a little playtime in Jellyfish Fields to make everything right again.
I caught that. I was falling down and I caught the jellyfish. This game's wacky. First ever sub 40 Big White Jelly split, maybe. Took me a second to find out where that pink jelly was. I should have 28 after this, which I'm on track with that. Okay, solid. First sub 40 big white jelly. I'm almost a minute ahead. I didn't know there was a minute of time save in my PB. Then again, I'm playing pretty close to Sob right now. Come here, Red. Don't be sus. I still caught that green jelly. We might lose it here. Nah, just kidding. Okay, bro. RNG. Okay. Why is red going way over there? Oh my god, dude. I have to come back for the jelly now. Or I guess I don't have to, but yeah, I'm not going to. There's a backup that'll be faster than going for that. Unless it wants to come my way last second. I demolished my best pace by 36 seconds.